The following program may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 14 and may contain mature themes and adult subject matter. Parental discretion is advised. Hello and welcome to another episode of What We Play here on Whiteman TV. As always, I'm your host, Adam Olivero, and thank you very much for joining me on this episode of What We Play. We are going to be going back into the game Little Orpheus and try and solve a few more of its mysteries, maybe get through a few chapters, but before we get to that, you can always contact me through community@whiteman.ca. Let's, without further ado, get into the game Little Orpheus. All right, here we are back in the game Little Orpheus, and we are going to resume the game and try and figure out some more of the mysteries of this
whale?
game.
It was huge, General.
You were swallowed by a giant whale.
Yes, General.
You look remarkably well for a man who was swallowed by a whale.
I am blessed with a strong constitution, General.
And I assume you are now going to tell me how you managed to escape from the belly of this giant whale.
Naturally, General. And I must say, it really was a fascinating glimpse into the interior life of one of our world's most magnificent beasts. I consider myself a wiser man after this experience.
All right, I guess we'll just continue on here.
It was an extraordinary place, General. I could perhaps deliver a lecture on the subject to Moscow University's Zoological Society, if you like. I only want to help.
The Moscow University Zoological Society has, I suspect, better things to do than listen to the ramblings of a man who claims he was swallowed by a whale.
It is a shame, General. People can be so closed-minded.
I, on the other hand, had little choice.
I wonder, there was a save spot that just came up just as I was going down the hill. I was like, I wonder if there's something coming up that... how do you even get by this? Oh.
It is a shame, General. People can be so closed-minded.
I, on the other hand, had little choice but to hear you out. For your own sake, Ivan Ivanovich, I must urge you to be brief.
Absolutely, General. I will tell you directly of my miraculous escape from the belly of the whale. You simply won't believe what happened next.
That is becoming a dangerously overused phrase.
I gotta land on that box. I guess we're going back? Oh, no, we're not.
And so I found myself deep within the whale's organs. A strangely beautiful place. A sort of fleshy wonderland. A glade of polyps and globules. A landscape as awe-inspiring in its way as the forests and mountains of Altai. Oh, my home, General, that I yearned and longed for and only hoped, as I hope now, that I might one day see again.
I think we're all longing for home at this point.
Oh, with warm slippers, a mug of steaming Zbitzin, and a roaring fire. Not far from home, trapped inside a monstrous fish with only the strange and evil-looking worms that infested its gut for company. With only one's dedication to one's country and mission to keep one from falling into despair. But no, General, I could not. I had to escape, to find little Orpheus and my way back to the surface and home.
I just wonder if there's any, like, secret there. It doesn't look like there's any kind of secret, but there are collectibles that in this game, and I haven't seen any yet, even though the game's saying I missed some, so I'm not sure.
Worms, you say? Living inside the whale.
Oh, the horrid things, those worms, General. And most unwelcome, I would say. Parasites. Just remember their infestation was. More of the tremendous sizes they could grow to. At that point, my thoughts were only of escape. And I had a plan.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
My plan has something to do with those worms, I'm assuming. Here was, I thought I was gonna go behind that, but no. Let's go straight through it. Okay, we gotta wait. That's so wrong. Can't go that way, can I? Oh man.
These worms, they made your Nivirayan whale sick.
Wherever they attached themselves, the flesh began to turn gray and die. It was a truly distressing sight. And I resolved myself to assist the whale by removing the leeches wherever I could find them during my escape.
Oh, I was trying to get to that other platform on your side, that side. Okay, I gotta wait. I don't think there's anything on that platform. I think it's more just there if you don't have enough time to make it over. Yeah. Yeah, I made it up there in the first go around. Oh, it's another quick time event coming up here, I can tell. classic design by the Chinese Ranger. Making me go back and forth as I climb up. Whoa. Actually made it to the top, but I had to jump over.
In my mind, it was a simple plan, General. I would climb up through the whale's throat into its mouth, then wait until it opened it to feed and swim out.
Ah, yes. Brilliant, Ivan Ivanovich. Only one or two minor flaws with it. For example, did it not occur to you that the whale will likely be deep underwater when it ate?
Bravo, General. But I am a strong swimmer. As a child, my parents would take us to holiday near Irkutsk, where we took constitutionals in the waters of Lake Baikal. In fact, my mother often called me her malenький морской котик.
A giant worm for a giant whale, huh?
At the risk of repeating myself, it was huge, General.
The Moscow University Zoological Society may be interested after all. Let us take a moment, Ivan Ivanovich. Your ridiculous plan to escape through the mouth of the whale failing, you would now have me believe you had embarked on some misguided crusade to free it of the worm infestation. To what end, exactly?
When one suffers, we all suffer, General.
Whose eye is that? No, like I'm inside the whale, right?
Your ideological commitment is admirable, comrade, but...
I concluded that if I could find the root of the infestation and neutralize it, the whale could mount a spirited counterattack against the worms.
So we changed our plan, because remember before we were going to just leave the worm, and now we're going to try and find their main point. Whoa! Oh, I see. You're gonna have to go by again. There we go. Nope. Come on. It keeps cutting the rope off. Okay, just stay here. There we go. I was not high enough, apparently. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can actually get to a point where you won't be high enough.
And then, victorious, the whale would surface to expel the remaining poisonous muck and slime from its body. And at that point, I could escape through the nearest convenient orifice. In this case, most likely the blowhole.
That is the most revolting thing I've ever heard.
General, we are Russians. We have withstood the sheer force of nature and history and emerged triumphant. An expedition through the nasal sphincter of a gargantuan whale is nothing to us.
Okay, we gotta get up. Come on. And get this one. Probably could just jump straight from there. Yep. Oh! Just fell straight into the water. Just fall straight in the water. It's fine.
And then, victorious, the whale would surface to expel the remaining poisonous muck and slime from its body. And at that point, I could escape through the nearest convenient orifice. In this case, most likely the blowhole.
That is the most revolting thing I've ever heard.
General, we are Russians. We have withstood the sheer force of nature and history and emerged triumphant. An expedition through the nasal sphincter of a gargantuan whale is nothing to us.
Ugh, I'm gonna wait. Alright, let's wait for this. It looks like there's just two up there. So, get up here. This one. What do I feel like that's the whale's brain back there, possibly? Or something's going to happen once I get that last worm. I know it. Parasitic worms inside a whale. Did I make it? Oh, I made it. I could have climbed a little bit more. Oh, he's back. The king worm.
I suppose you would have me believe that the whale was grateful to you.
Well, General, that would be presumptuous. I doubt it was even aware of my presence. But I had more immediate problems. For if the whale might have been relieved by my actions, the worms were enraged.
Worms do...
Furious.
Worms
Incandescent.
do not feel...
Violently indignant.
emotions.
Demented, General. Deranged.
Enough!
Nice. Oh, he's gonna be chasing me, I bet you.
Where is Little Orpheus? Where is my bomb? Unless you are trying to tell me the whale shot that as well.
No, it is not, General. That would be absurd.
Oh, okay. This is a quick time event, so you actually have to slide here.
Where is Little Orpheus? Where is my bomb? Unless you are trying to tell me the whale shot that as well.
No, it did not, General. That would be absurd.
No, Ivan Ivanovich, you are absurd. Your story is absurd. This whole ridiculous fairy tale is absurd.
Oh man, I'm just keeping up ahead of him. I almost died that one time when I didn't jump in time. Well, that's just pure luck. There's a boat right there.
brave yet foolhardy hero escape the furious worm? Will he be doomed to spend his days trapped in the innards of a bad-tempered cetacean? Where is the whale swimming to in such a rush? And what will it do when it gets there? Is the general about to lose his temper and order the cosmonaut shot? All of these questions and more must surely be answered in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!
Yeah, I got an achievement there. Nice.
Flew from the whale's blowhole like a supersonic jet, and below me the ocean became a sheltered bay studded with right shapes. You will be amazed as my epic journey unfolds, for here it was about to take a most unexpected turn, and it happened like this.
I'm gonna skip this. You guys have seen this the last episode, although I do really appreciate the 1950s, 60s style opening and the foreshadowing of different events. And you can watch this and find out what happens later in the game, essentially. Which I think we're gonna see that one we just saw there. So we are back in another episode now on Little Orpheus. On this episode of What We Play, and if you're just joining me, my name is Adam Olivero, and that's Ivan Ivanovich. And we're going to continue on our journey here.
It was a beautiful but deadly wasteland. Freezing cold, brutally chilly, enough to kill a man in hours.
Yet here you are.
Indeed, General. An impoverished childhood playing in the streets of Omsk during those bitter winters had made me hardy.
I thought you said you grew up in Altai.
Ah, General, the life of a poor toy maker's family. We had to move from place to place just to find work.
Don't forget, if we're to believe, this is all still taking place in the middle of the earth. Hey. That was fun. Oh, how are we gonna get by this one then? Go this way instead? Well, look at that. We do. Oh, that's just cruel. No, you're just gonna drop it on the ice, right? Well. Oh, I can't jump from there. Too far. Gotta go back this way. Can I just... Okay. We'll have to go back through all of that. Alright, here we go. How far back do we have to go now? Oh, good, just to here. Is going on there? Interesting.
Sanikov land, eh? Of course, Sanikov himself reported nothing more than a bluish fog on the horizon. Your island may be nothing more than the product of overactive imaginations.
General, consider this. Imagine taking a simple peasant, a pig shepherd, for example, and telling him that one day humans would fly around the earth beyond the sky. He would say you were stark raving mad, Saldafon, a ridiculous Kazyol Baradati, a buffoon stuffed into a military uniform, a pridurak, a chuchela tuparile.
This peasant of yours had better watch his mouth if he doesn't want to spend his holidays in Solovetsky. Perhaps you should return to your story.
Oh! Okay, we're back. That was really strange. The game, like... It didn't take us long to restart. Literally, I didn't even have to edit that much. The game, like, started us again in the middle.
A hairy
That
elephant
QuickTime event was
trapped
weird.
and frozen in the ice.
A mammoth!
No, General, a hairy elephant. Who would think such a thing could be?
Some of the puzzles are cool, but I don't know. It's this game isn't as exciting as Carl. I'll definitely give it that. It's okay, but everything's pretty like straightforward and linear so far. There isn't much. I mean, there are those QuickTime events that are different keys you have to press, but that's nothing I haven't seen before in a game. At this point, the storyline is very intriguing, but I don't know if the gameplay itself is good. It's just straightforward.
Through the blizzard, 1 foot grimly in front of the other, blinded by the snow, my nose becoming quite blue. My thoughts of home crushed under the weight of the plummeting temperature.
I am bored, Ivan Ivanovich. and sick to my teeth of listening to this rubbish. Let us speak plainly now. You will tell me where my bomb is, or I will have you shot.
I am just getting to that, General.
Shot! Comrade Primal! Shot with real bullets, fired from a real gun, not some ludicrous Bultavia about lost cities and dinosaurs and mink and mammoth.
It was a hairy elephant.
No! I will not tolerate any more! Where is the bomb, Ivan Ivanovich? Where
That's not
is
good.
Little Orpheus?
It was right there.
What?
It was there. At least I realized it must be.
Where?
There?
On Sonic Land?
Yes, General. Because as the storm began to clear, I realized with a strange excitement and trepidation that I was not alone on Sunnycliff Land.
He was not alone, eh?
Wait. Go back. You say these lifeboats came from Zarya? A Russian ship?
Zarya returned home, but not with all of her crew. And here were the missing lifeboats, trapped in the ice for all of these years. And it could only mean one thing.
That you are continuing to hang lapsha on my ears.
Okay. Here we go. Not sure where this is going to. Looks like we're going around the corner, though.
Baron Edward von Toll. Of course, I remember reading about his tragic expedition at school. We were taught he had died a hero's death out on the icy wastes, searching for Sunnycliff Land. Yet what if, in doing so, he had sailed accidentally into the interior, deep below the crust of the world? A fellow citizen of the surface. I had to try and find him.
Explorer stole my bomb.
Not dead, General, but quite insane. Perhaps it was the loss of the arm or the leg, or the long years in isolation. But Toll was clearly mad.
You should have got along perfectly then.
How I wish we had. But look, General, whatever Toll's intention with Little Orpheus was, I had no time to consider it. I was in mortal peril once more.
I was close enough.
So, you believe that Tol had somehow enslaved the Mienkiv and bent them to his will?
I do, General. It was obvious. Why else would they serve him? And how else could they be so different from their freed comrades? These odd helmets they wore, it was the science of our times. No doubt about it. Although fused with some strange crystal technology I could not recognize. To be honest with you, it didn't seem appropriate to stop and ask them.
This Tol, you say he was an explorer?
Yes, General, he was. He vanished some 60 years ago. I remember the story well.
And you say he stole Little Orpheus?
To get home, General. To get home. I think he must have thought he could use the atomic bomb to blast his way back to the surface.
Brilliant, Ivan Ivanovich! And you expect me to believe that a 100-year-old madman not only survived below the Earth's crust, but enslaved his Mienkiv, explored the lost worlds, and discovered the secrets of atomic power, all by himself?
A Tsarist general. An imperialist. No doubt harking back to the terrible days before the Great Revolution. And Estonian.
Estonian?
Estonian, General.
They are wily people.
Uh-oh. I think I gotta pull that box back.
Brilliant, Ivan Ivanovich! And you expect
I can see where I gotta pull it back to now.
A 100-year-old madman not only survived below the Earth's crust, but enslaved his Mienkiv, explored the lost worlds, and discovered the secrets of atomic power, all by himself.
A Tsarist general. An imperialist. No doubt harking back to the terrible days before the Great Revolution. And Estonian.
Estonian?
Estonian, General.
They are wily people.
Oh, that moves that platform. Interesting. Okay, now how do we get up there? So we go here. Oh, I see. There's a rope over there. This way.
The slave mines stretched away into the distance. And I sometimes wondered if I would ever find my way out. But I never gave up, General.
Of course you didn't. You are a hero, Ivan Ivanovich.
No, General. No. I am no hero. I am a simple toy maker's son from Tomsk.
Omsk.
General?
Omsk. You said Tomsk.
I said Omsk.
You said Tomsk.
General, I think I am well aware of the city of my birth.
Perhaps all the moving around as a child confused you.
I love those little extra conversations. You can't go down. Oh. I was gonna say, he's right there. Gotta be careful. That's a new dimension to the puzzle there. No wonder they saved the game right there. Like, I don't know if I would call it as much a game as you're just playing through a storybook, maybe? It doesn't, as opposed to some of the other games we played on What We Play, it doesn't bring a big challenge. That doesn't seem right. Where's he going? I imagine he comes back at some point. But this gap is huge here. Oh, there's a rope. Oh. Oh, that's the stairwell over here. Oh man, how do I... Whoa! Oh boy. Okay, so now there's a little bit more variety of the gameplay, especially when you go down like that. I'm assuming the game just wants you to go straight over. Like, just jump here and then just jump across again. But I didn't do that. I went down. Okay, it definitely wants you to go down. Pretty convenient whoever made these to have roofs on them too. See, he's just looking over there. That's why he had to go down, because he's just keeps staring there. Oh. Fun times in this game, Little Orpheus. See, can we go down anymore? No. There's no, like, hidden extras or anything like that. Oh, we finally caught up to him. Ish. Oh, here comes the thing from the, credits, I'd imagine. Yep.
On we flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. I would take back Little Orpheus and prevent Toll from detonating the bomb.
Ah, you are as humble as ever, Tavarish.
I love it. Where do I have to start? Oh, right here.
On we flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. I would take back Little Orpheus and prevent Toll from detonating the bomb.
Ah, you are as
I missed the jump again.
Tavarish.
Gotta be careful on that.
On we flew across the deserted, frozen plateau. I was single-handed in my pursuit, dogged in my determination. I would take back Little Orpheus and prevent Toll from detonating the bomb.
Ah, you are as humble as ever, Tavarish.
Well, General, you are a great military leader. a great strategist, whereas I am simply the humble son of a watch toy maker, and driven by patriotic fever, with no regard for my own safety, I rushed blindly on.
I gotta jump over that. Hopefully I...
Well, General, you
good,
are
I'll
a
sit
great
back
military
here.
leader, a great strategist, whereas I am simply the humble son of a watch toy maker, and driven by patriotic fever, with no regard for my own safety, I rushed blindly on.
There's something more going on here, that's for sure. Ow. Good thing I had a helmet on.
Will our courageous yet unfortunate hero drown in the depths of an inhospitable frozen sea? Will he thaw out in time to prevent Tull from detonating the bomb? Will the general holiday in Omsk next year? Or Tomsk? Or perhaps both? What exactly is the difference between a mammoth and a hairy elephant? All of these questions and more should almost certainly be answered in the next exciting episode of Little Orpheus!
Ooh, another achievement. The Hairy Elephants of Omsk. Alright, so that was that episode. We're on episode 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 episodes. I think I did that in the first show we had on Little
I
Orpheus.
thought I was doomed. But a miraculous thing happened, General. I could breathe. It must have been the helmet that was jammed onto my head. It was a strange and remarkable thing.
Some might almost say beyond belief.
A narrow-minded fool may indeed, General, but of course you are no Durak. But even as I sank towards the floor of that lost ocean, my journey was about to take me to darker, stranger territory than ever before. And it happened like this.
Sorry, for the sake of us cutting down our streaming time, I was just gonna skip over some of those. Ooh, we can jump really far now. There's no way we're going anywhere through there. Okay. Oh, we got a little bit of time left on What We Play to play through this episode, and we may pick it up on the next episode of What We Play.
Let me see if I have this correctly. After narrowly failing to apprehend the mad missing explorer Tull and recapture my atomic bomb in your giant snowball, you fell through thin ice and sank to the bottom of a subterranean ocean, discovering along the way that the mind control helmet you had accidentally wedged onto your head enabled you to breathe underwater and resume your pursuit across the seabed.
I think
General,
that
you seem perplexed.
Perplexed.
Just about sums it up.
Perplexed is that the keys to my house are not where I left them. Perplexed is the fact my dog will not eat cheese like other dogs. No, Ivan Ivanovich, I am not perplexed.
wants me to go down here?
Intrigued
Okay.
then, perhaps?
I'm not sure intrigued is the correct term either. Enraged at being taken for a simpleton. Now that, perhaps, is a better way of describing my current state of mind.
Ooh, what was that?
That is unfortunate, General.
Once again, Comrade Privalov, I must correct you. Unfortunate is losing one's car in a snowstorm. Unfortunate is booking opera tickets on your wife's birthday and getting the date wrong.
Oh, was she furious?
That is not the issue! Furious. However, now that is a good word.
I could speak with your wife. Would that help? I could always have a word with her if you like.
I could always have you shot.
You could, but I suspect she would appreciate the gesture less.
Ah. Okay, those bubbles don't last forever, apparently. Only I could swim.
Kraken. A vast monster of the sea. A giant, humongous, many-armed electrical destroyer of ships and cities.
Electrical?
Electricity flowed along its horrible body, sparking and stunning all it touched, flowing like deadly rivers along its awful tentacles.
There's wood down here? Probably a broken ship, maybe? Or something in the background there.
Sobering discovery. Are you suggesting that the vessel simply wandered off course and sank here? That seems unlikely even by your standards.
No, General, I only wish that were true. The mighty ship showed terrible scars, signs of having been grappled and torn asunder by some huge and terrible adversary.
That is indeed strange and curious. I'm troubled by this discovery.
Might you almost be perplexed, perhaps?
Don't push your luck.
Looks like a mine back there. A buoy? Oh, that's interesting. They don't like the lake. to move this one that way.
I was stationed at Sydney Ostrif some years ago. I am only too aware of how easy it is for the imagination to create monsters when one is exposed to lonely and dark places. My men required constant monitoring.
Much like my cousin Pavel.
He was also stationed at Ostrov?
No, he required constant monitoring. He was a devil for stealing eggs.
Let's stop here. There's gold.
I was referring to the fear that something is lurking.
Whoopsies. Got electrocuted.
I was referring to the fear that something is lurking in the darkness. Something strange, brutish, and ill-intentioned.
Again, that sounds much like my cousin Pavel.
Well, the game just saved, and we are running out of time on this episode of What We Play. Well, I promise I won't play anymore. Before we meet again on another episode of What We Play. Again, my name is Adam Olivero, and thank you so much for joining me on this episode of What We Play. We are playing the game Little Orpheus. I really enjoy the storytelling of the game. I'm just not so sold on the concept of the playthrough of the game. It's almost like you're playing a living comic book, or you're inside a living movie, maybe. The controls, I'm pretty much, the whole time we were playing there, I'm pretty much just pressing right almost the whole time, a little bit of left, some small puzzles. So I'm not totally sold on the game just yet. I love the storyline. Don't get me wrong, the storyline is amazing. And if you ever want to comment on the game I'm playing or have a suggestion, you could always email me at community@whiteman.ca. Again, I'm Adam Olivero, and thank you so much for watching this episode of What We Play. Till next time, take care.